Hi everyone, the Malayan Dialogue here. So, a few days ago, a user here named SnakeBitGoat, who has had somewhat of a hard-on for me in the past few months, made a video against Bob Chaos, which is not really, my concern, but also against me. Most of it was against me. He starts off this video by basically declaring that I'm going to close my account, apparently with how bad he's pwned me in his little video, which is going to be linked in the crotch bar below. He called me in this video an emotional baby who is actually quite handicapped. And the fun thing about this video is, let me pull it up real quick, because it has a really interesting description. If you go to the video, linking to it below, of course. Probably should have pulled this up beforehand, but this is how I roll, or something. Here we go. Apparently, Rith is a racist, ableist, bigoted, sexist, homophobic scumbag, since I don't believe in human rights. See, the problem with people like SnakeBitGoat, who are very intelligent, is that they believe just because you don't believe in objective human rights, obviously this means you believe that, say, gays and straights should be treated differently, that blacks shouldn't be treated the same as whites. Now, what idiots like him don't understand is, I might not believe in universal human rights. I don't believe in any human rights that are universal towards you just because you happen to have the same DNA as a human, as opposed to having the same DNA as, say, I don't know, a manatee. I'm going to do a video about human rights later. But the primary problem with this is, you know what, just because human rights might not be objective and universal and they may not actually exist, doesn't mean I support things like slavery or racism, or, say, lynching gays in Iran, or, you know, as an evangelical Christian like SnakeBitGoat is, like he would support in the United States. And as a Catholic, as I believe he is too, that he actually supports because he believes in the fucking Vatican. So there's quite a few problems with his fucking statements here. He's also said I made a stupid assumption that human rights don't exist. I would say the stupid assumption, Sarah, is that human rights exist in general. Because unless you can demonstrate where human rights come from and what human rights are, I really don't think you can actually make that case that they actually exist. Because you can look at countries like, say, the Scandinavian countries. I believe Norway and Sweden have both declared that access to the internet is a fundamental human right. So I have to ask you, SnakeBitGoat, since you claim to support universal human rights, was Hammurabi violating the human rights of his citizens of Babylonia, or Babylon rather, by denying them access to the internet? Serious question. Was, say, Ramses II in Egypt denying his citizens human rights by denying them access to universal health care, which certain states have declared a human right. And this is what we have to talk about, and what we have to deal with when we talk about human rights. So maybe you should try and keep up with the conversation. I mean, you're saying I'm trying to be cool and edgy, darling, and I'm sorry, that's not why I make the fucking videos I do. I'm sitting here as someone who's openly declared their support for the Republican Party. That's not something I would do on YouTube if I wanted to be cool and edgy, because I've gotten more hate for being right-wing than I really care to deal with. I mean, seriously, every time I open my mouth against the fucking left, I have a bunch of idiots who normally basically masturbate to the fact I'll go after people like Ron Paul or Rick Perry or Newt Gingrich. The second I say anything about the left, they'll fucking jump on me, even though they're flat out fucking wrong. So I'm sorry, I don't make videos to be cool and edgy, sunshine. And you accuse me of doing this emotional diatribe of, you're really not smart, you're retarded. Well, you are retarded, SnakeBitGoat. Sorry to break it to you. This whole thing started, well, actually, it started because you're basically a fan of Derek, who I don't really give a shit about, but you basically said that I can't think that human rights don't exist and support universal health care at the same time. Problem is, buddy, that my support of universal health care isn't because I think it's a right. I support universal health care and welfare programs because I live in a society. And I believe, from my own research and from seeing how other societies run, that society would be more effective and more efficient if we had programs like universal health care. I don't support it because I think everyone should have access to an MRI machine. I don't think it's a fundamental right. I support universal health care because it's more cost effective and it's cheaper, which I've said to you in videos. You try to claim I don't back up that statement or argument. Problem is, Sunshine, I have in videos, I've said as much to you in comment sections before. So you can try and call me a sociopath, but I would encourage you, before you use words that you don't understand, to maybe actually look up the definition of those words in the dictionary. Because you really just look like a fucking retard when you don't. And that's really apparently a problem you have with me, that I think you're retarded and you don't know what you're talking about. And you say that I sound dumb when I call a fellow bipolar person retarded. I'm sorry, kitten. Bipolar doesn't speak to intellect. You can be smart and be bipolar, or you could be like you and be an absolute fucking moron with absolutely no clue how society, the real world, government, politics, or every field of human endeavor ever works. You don't understand society. You don't understand politics. You don't know what you're talking about. So seriously, SnakeBitGoat, you really think I'm going to close my channel after that shitty video you did? Sorry to break it to you, but you're a fucking joke. That's really all I can say. And really, you're not even worth a video. But the only reason, Schnookums, that I decided to do one is you said at the end of the video, you know, I blocked him, so seriously, go fuck yourself. I've never posted a comment on your channel or even watched any of your videos until this. I don't give a shit about you. The only reason I know about this video is people message me about it. So, you know what, SnakeBitGoat? Yeah, you really pwned me, kitten. I'm really scared. And you made this video, what, 2 or 3 days ago? Channel's still up. Don't really care. Anyways, for the rest of you, sorry I wasted your time. The SnakeBitGoat. Feel free to respond, because I'll welcome the conversation with you. And if you want to have a conversation in real time, just let me know, because it'll be really fun too.